Hello, this is the ranty video that I wasn't going to be allowed to make. And actually, I'm not making it for the rant, I'm making it as a little bit of therapy. So what happened? We were at Cloddy, lovely little place, nice couple of park-ups, and away from all but a few houses, very, very few houses. I decided I was going to fly. It's a nice place to fly. There's not a great deal to see. There's a pond or two and that's it, because it's away from vast areas of the forest, which is just plain tops of pine trees. You'll see some of the video later on, if not below what I'm saying now. So I was there flying. I'd been flying for about 20 minutes and had about 10 minutes battery left. So I decided to fly up and take video of the pond. As I did, somebody from the houses came scrambling down the hill, screaming and shouting, "You can't fly that there, you can't fly over my house." I offered to show him where I'd been flying. As it happened, I'd had the camera pointing down to make sure I wasn't over the house. And the camera clearly shows I was over an outlying shed at a height of 100 metres, i.e. more than enough distance away from his house. And the rest of the time I was the other side of the road, so even further away from his house. But he wouldn't have it. He got quite vocal, and I can fully understand why he may be a little bit upset. But he wasn't willing to listen to the fact that I wasn't doing anything wrong. I was perfectly right to do what I was doing, and I was taking precautions to make sure. So I explained distances and heights and this and that and the other, and he wasn't for it. In fact, he got quite nasty at one stage, and along the lines of, "We don't want you English bastards coming here and telling us our laws." And I pointed out that I probably lived in Scotland as long as he had. Say he probably had 5 years on me. But and that I should be careful with his racist. Yes, I know technically it wasn't racist, but it yeah. I'd long lost it. Anxiety had kicked in. The touch of PTSD was touching, etc, etc. Thankfully, Lindsay was there to help sort me out. Anyway, off we went, knowing he was going to get stomped off back the hill. I brought the drone down while he was there. In fact, I was on the way back while he was there, because the battery I was down below 5 minutes, and that's, although I was only a minute or two away, that's more than low enough for me. I don't like to have it run down. Anyway, landed, put the drone away. I'd offered to show him the footage there and then and see what was what, but I transferred all the stuff across, as I do, and this time I left the files that come with the video that give the telemetry. I forget what the file name and extension is, but they tell you position, height, location, all the good stuff, and they tell you that on screen if you leave the files with the video. So I SRT, something like that, yes, something like that. Anyway, he came back. He'd been at the rules. In fact, he hadn't. He'd been at a local government something website which had the rules as they were about 5 years ago. So I went through it with him again. The fact, the distances I was at, the fact that the distance he was giving, the 150 metres, was for built up areas, not for a couple of houses in the middle of the countryside. My distances were this and this, and we chatted and talked, and again I offered to show him the video, but he wasn't interested. In the end, we parted amicably. In the end, we shook hands over it and all the rest of it. It was quite funny. In the end, he gave us permission to stay on the land. It wasn't his land, it's Forestry Commission land, which It's a complete another story, but that Forestry Commission land belongs not to anybody. It's looked after by the Forestry Commission and belongs technically to the Crown and therefore the public. There's another video there in Republic, and what would happen to Crown land in that case. And boy, if we went to be a republic, would those that live high on the hog, shall we say, reap the benefits of free land. Another subject altogether. Anyway, the guy and I, we parted on terms, good terms, I suppose, and it was left at that. But I'm now in the van. It's all sorted, but of course, anxiety is still kicked in, big time, and I can't stop shaking. I have a tablet I could take, but that would mean I was going to be stopping there, and I didn't want to be there. We had to move. So, although usually it's Lindsay that invokes our rule 1, this time it was me, and we came along. We're at Port Gordon. It's a lovely spot. I thought about flying early. It started raining, so that's me being told. I might fly this afternoon, we'll see. What can I say? What can I say? It was only afterwards that I thought, wait a minute. No, sorry. While we were talking, I did mention that the rules had actually changed twice since the rules he was showing me. And the latest rules, which kicked in on January the 1st, meant that drones had to give a remote ID. Now, I know I don't have to for another 2 years, but I've put mine in. I don't fly. I'm not going to fly in red zones. I'm not going to fly places I shouldn't fly. But I did miss out on something. So I wasn't able to tell him that the 150 metres limit that he was showing me didn't apply. My drone is a Class 1 drone. And as of the 1st of January, Class 1 and Class 0 drones, which are going to be called UK 1 and UK 0 drones, basically fly to the same rules. There are the 250 gram things out the window. It's now 100 grams. But if you've got a camera, then you've got to do, you've still got to do everything as if you had, were a 250 gram plus drone. So what does that mean to me? Well, to be honest, I could sit at the end of his garden and look through his window and not be doing anything wrong. Because I could fly it, as far as I can see, within 5 metres of people. It's, it's crazy. I don't do that. I won't do that. I like to fly in open areas. I'm not interested in taking video of houses, let alone people's houses, buildings, unless it's been there 500 years and falling down. Anybody who's seen my drone footage knows that. Anyway, has it been therapeutic? I don't know. Will I get to publish this? Probably. Will we go to Cloddy Moss? Yes. Will I fly there? Yes. Will I fly the same? Yes. I've done nothing wrong. As part of the thing and showing them the video, I offered, he said he'd phone the police, and I said, well, fair enough, phone the police, and I'll show them the video. Show them the evidence that you're wrong. I'll show them the website that you're wrong. And now this is going beyond therapy, and I'm getting wound up. So it's time to go. I don't know how much video I've got to show you because we didn't video much, but whatever I have, you'll be seeing under this. Bye for now.